The other comment Alan left was about unknown players in the finale, how it's kind of lame that we never really know who these two finale players are, because often what happens is less visible players or players that haven't dueled as much end up kind of sneaking into the final duel. This is an inherent issue with the format of this show. When you have 100 players, you need to give everyone screen time to show how the story progresses, but you also need to devote whatever available time you can to the main players who are in the end game so that the audience builds a relationship with them over time. I actually think that our season's edit was better at this than the previous 3. I think the team is getting better about this. Our edit devotes a lot of time to Josh and to Ashley. Josh has a lot of confessionals despite really only having played 1 duel before the end game. I also think that Molly and I got a lot of screen time. I feel like they use Molly a lot for reaction shots. They use me a lot for reaction shots. We have a couple of little commentary bits scattered about the season. I also want to say, beyond the floor, I think this is a problem with a lot of these large-scale reality shows. You know, you're creating shows like Beast Games and Squid Games and 99 to Beat with these, giant casts. Devoting time to hero characters, creating any real sense of protagonists and antagonists, it proves really difficult. Inevitably, what I think happens in these scenarios, especially with the floor, is the game itself becomes the main character. The randomizer, the set, Rob Lowe become the main characters rather than the players themselves. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I'm not sure. In my opinion, the best game show formats, the best reality show formats are ones that help the characters thrive and show off why they're compelling characters, why we want to follow them, why we want to connect with them. All this to say, I understand how frustrating it is to get to what is supposed to be this huge finale moment and not really feeling particularly connected to the finalists. Calling back to Kevin's comment from the beginning, the best way to do this would be to fully commit to turning the floor into a legit reality competition show, taking the cameras out of the studio, showing us backstage and the green room, and maybe even some time at the hotel. Like, a lot of you commented about the same concern and the same idea, and I think you're right. Frankly, between takes, especially after someone is called up to the stage to do a duel, there are roaming cameras that come around the floor to get our reaction shots and to hear us talking with each other, but they barely use any of that footage. I can only think of a couple times in the whole season where they really use it, and I wish they used it more.
Player status. She's been ready to go for weeks now.